It's long been known that we live in a Rockefeller world. Education, pharma medicine, banking, anything to do with money, power, influence, any of that, we live under a Rockefeller type influence type, well, just live under what it was that it was invented by them, right? And that's still the case, of course. These things tend not to go away, but the modern version of that is a Fink future, specifically a Larry Fink future. Now, I'm about to play you a video of Mr. Fink in just a second, which isn't terrifying at all. But I'm sure you'd have also heard of BlackRock. BlackRock is the world's largest wealth management company. It's got its tentacles into everything that you can imagine. It owns up to 7%, around 7% of all the major corporations that you could imagine in all sectors that you could imagine. Anything to do with money, power and influence again. And 7%, you might be thinking, oh, that don't sound too much. But when you factor in things like the shareholders voting and the influence of how these companies are run and all of that, 7% is actually pretty significant. In other words, it only takes a few wealth management companies like BlackRock and Vanguard to basically run the ship. And when you also add in that Mr. Fink has got the ties in the WEF as well, as a senior member of that, well, it all starts to piece together. Anyway, let's check out that video.
I would say the biggest question from central banks is what is the role of tokenization and digitization? How quickly should they think about digitizing their own currency? What does that mean for the role of the dollar? If every currency digitizes and we have, what does that mean for bank payments? What does that mean for the payment companies like MasterCard and Visa? All these are being questioned right now. I think we spend so much time talking about AI. We're not spending enough time talking about how quickly we're going to tokenize every financial asset and the opportunity we're going to have a digital wallet and moving ETFs and other things through a digital wallet. And I think that's going to happen worldwide very rapidly. And I think most countries are ill-prepared for that and underappreciate how technology is changing that.
A digital wallet, eh? A token? You can see the salivation at the idea of the world becoming just purely digitalized, where there's no cash and therefore no real privacy. A digital wallet that, well, when you have a look at some of the stuff that's been going on digitally, including things like the hacking, imagine all your wealth being in a digital wallet, all of your life being online. Yeah, and the prospect of it all being wiped out like that, or somebody deciding that it can be wiped out, which is another prospect of all of this as well, especially when it ties in with your T. Blair style digital ID, that when you say something bad online or make the wrong carbon-based purchase, perhaps, it all ties into that. Can you imagine? Well, these guys certainly can. Ta-ta.